Stitcher and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Monday again, which is Monday Makes and Plans. And boy, have I had a super busy week last week. But before we get into that, we'll start with the comment of the week. There were loads of them this week. Lots of lovely comments about the Harrogate Knitted and Stitch vlog that I did. So pleased you all liked it. If I saw you at the show, it was brilliant, wasn't it, girls? Oh, the best day ever. If you want to know more of what I got up to, then bob over and watch my Knitting and Stitch vlog from Harrogate, and then you can see why I was so made up with the day. So the comment of the week is from Julie H, and the comment's gonna pop up probably above. I think there's a bit more room there, and I'm going to read it out. That's why I've got the speckles on, because I've got to read it off my iPad. So excuse if I look down, but this is what Julie said, and I loved it. Hi Christine, great vlog. Thanks Julie. I'm loving the Billy dress and may need to investigate this. Then in brackets, oh dear, I can feel another rabbit hole coming up. We've all been there, haven't we, girls? Slowly progressing in my sewing. Great, Julie. Just when I think I know something, I make a silly mistake. Much use of expletive language censors. Then I put my big girl pants on, sit down, get lots more practice with my trusty seam ripper, and start again. Looking forward to seeing the Stitch Craft show through your eyes on Thursday. Kate, take care and see you then. Lots of us can relate to that, Julie. Even me, after too many years of sewing, we're all still learning and we all still make mistakes. So don't get disheartened. If a project is really frustrating me, then I put it to one side, make something that I've made before that builds my confidence up a little bit, and then go back to it. And sometimes with a fresh pair of eyes and a break from it, it becomes so much easier. Because I find the more that I dig my heels in and get determined to do something, the more mistakes that I make. But that's my take on it anyway. But fantastic that you're continuing your sewing journey and learning, and keep going, because it is a fantastic journey to be on with lots of other sewers all in the same boat together. Now let's do the small sewing channel shout out. I'll take those off now. It takes 10 years off me, doesn't it? I wish. The small sewing channel shout out this week is a lady who's been around for a while, but she's changed the name of her channel. Now, some of you may know her as the Carpe Diem Stitcher, and it's the lovely Laura. She's decided to change the name of her channel, and it is now called, adjustable check, So Very Laura. So I will pop an image of her channel so it'll be easy for you to find, and I will put a link below. Go and give Laura a watch. She was at our virtual sewing yesterday, and it was lovely to see you, Laura, because we do chat a lot on vlogs, and she comments on my vlogs and I comment on hers, and it was lovely to actually feel like you were meeting them in person, even though I wasn't. Yeah, so give Laura a watch. She's well worth looking at. So, what did I get up to last week? It was a flipping busy week, girls, let me tell you. But in a fun way, thankfully. Not in a horrible way, in a really good way. So get buckled in and I'll tell you what I got up to. It's not all sewing related, but hey, a bit of chat doesn't go amiss sometimes, does it? So what did I do last week? I had my Sewing Social on Wednesday, and there were, I think, 10 or 11 of us there this time. It was great to see some ladies who come virtually every time, so we're building up a little bit of a gang, our sewing gang, and that's great. But again, there were some new ladies who came, which is equally as brilliant because it keeps the social alive. But basically, we were all sewers and passionate about it. Shirley, our beginner sewer, is doing really well. She's learning off all the other ladies there and bringing her own ideas into the mix as well now, which is brilliant. She made a tote bag this week, building her confidence up. Hopefully, in the new year, she's going to start on her garment making journey. But she'll have all of us to help her. So if you're thinking about going to a social sewing event and you think you're not good enough, please get that idea straight out of your head. The people who get the most, I think, out of a social sewing event are beginner sewers because you've got a wealth of experience in the room and they're all happy to help. So give it a go and it will bring your sewing on leaps and bounds as well. So we did the Sewing Sewcial. Then on Thursday, I did something I didn't think I would ever do. And I'm in a ladies group on Facebook. And a few weeks back, they put up an event that was being held in a local pub. So you got your pie and pea supper, and then they had a medium coming. Now, I've always been sceptical of them. Don't know why. Don't think they're a load of rubbish, but not sure that it's for me. That's the best way to describe it. But my friend wanted to go, so I went with her. And it was very interesting. And I get why people go now. People get comfort from it. I understand that. Now, both my mum and my sister have passed, and they were both very much into card reading, going to mediums, all that sort of thing. Really, really believed it. And I didn't. And I just wondered whether I would hear from them just because they believed. Now, when she started talking to the room, there were about 20 odd people in this room. So it was interesting to see how she would cope with that many people, and I think she did struggle. Because according to her, there were a lot of people trying to come through and talk and pass messages on from the other room, as she called it. And she was trying to decipher them all. Plausible in the situation, knowing how many people were there. Wendy, my friend, was convinced that I was going to get a message just because my mum and my sister believed. I didn't. And that was fine. It was an experience. Would I go again? I think I might do, actually. It was interesting. It was nice to see people getting comfort from it. And you never know. According to the medium, you've got to have an open mind towards it. And I hope, obviously, didn't. So maybe if I go to different ones a few times, I might change my mind and I might get some messages from my loved ones, which would be lovely, wouldn't it? A little bit of comfort. I do always feel it a little bit at this time of year. When I was growing up, we were a big family, and now we're only a small family. There's me, my husband, and my son. I've got a brother. I've got two brothers, but one lives the other end of the country. So I've got a brother. And then on Nick's side, I've got Sharon, who I tell her she's better than a sister. And we're both quite on our own, really. Her mum passed and her dad lives in Canada and her sister lives in Canada. So we're there for each other, but I do still feel it at this time of year, like a lot of people do. Enough about that. What else have I been up to? I went down to Anglesey on Friday night and whizzed back up Sunday morning. It's the end of the season in our holiday let, so we went down to start making a list of things that we've got to get done over the winter to get it up to scratch for next spring. So it's closed for the winter now. So we took the dogs for a walk on the beach. It was absolutely freezing cold. The temperature has dropped severely. But fresh air does you good, doesn't it? And we had a brilliant night's sleep. Well, I did anyway. And then, as I said, whizzed back home Sunday morning, because on Sunday afternoon we had another one of the virtual sewing days with Sequin Girly Sam, and there were 23 of us. It was brilliant. We had people from the Netherlands, we had somebody from Canada, some from America. So it's not just the UK. If you're in an area where you can't attend for whatever reason an in-person sewing event, then have a look at the virtual sewing ones that we do. I will put the link to the Instagram page that Sam's set up for it, because she's put dates up now up to, I think, April next year. So bob on there, have a look. You just book on with Eventbrite through a link that's provided. And as long as you've got something, an iPad, even a phone, I use my laptop, you just get sent a link, click on the link, and it takes you straight in. And we have so much fun. And I actually get more sewing done at those than I do in my in-person socials. So give it a whirl. So what sewing did I actually get done last week with all my busy lifestyle? Not normally that busy, believe you me. It's gone like a whiz last week. But I did manage to get some sewing done. Yay! So the first thing, this was an achievement and I was working on it yesterday. Are you ready for this? Ta-da! It is almost done. It is the By Annie open wide bag, making it as a Christmas gift for my niece. So I hope Imogen isn't watching. It's been done in the Tula Pink Nightshade Deja Vu fabrics. And the one with all the potion bottles on, I've used as a band on the front. And lined it. It's all quilted, and then there's some mesh pockets inside. A hook on this side. And I've just got to do the fancy zip along the top, which I'll get done this afternoon. And then that's done. So that's a tick off my list of projects for this week. One down. The next thing that I made was a pair of Sabrina Slims, which is a Love Notions pattern. I've got them on actually, but I'm not going to start standing on chair to show you. I will put an image here of me wearing them. Now, I've made them in the jersey cord from Pound Fabrics, and they do still have it in stock, so I will put the link in the details. It's super soft. I'm stroking my leg while I'm talking to you. It's super soft though. Quite stretchy. And you'll remember I made some in a Ponderoma and they were too big. So I sized down by 2 sizes. I'll pop the size at the bottom when I've checked what size I actually made them in and my measurements, so you can gauge what size you would need to make if you fancy making them. And I'm going to make another pair, but I'll talk about that when I'm doing my plans for next week. So I made a pair of Sabrina Slims. Yay! I got the PJs finished. Here they are, all done and dusted. Put the elastic in the top, got a pocket on the back, which is done on the diagonal. They've got the Made in 2023 bias tape on the inside. Yeah. Side pockets, which I've done in a plain jersey fabric because I didn't have enough of the check left. But I managed to squeeze them out. I think I bought 2 meters of this cotton flannel, but I had pattern matching to do with the checks, so it took a little bit more than I thought. So they're done. They can go in the done pile. What next? Oh yes, I've just sent Ben off to the post office with Sam's parcel. Because the other thing I've been busy doing last week, was making a 12 days of Christmas advent box for Secret Girly Sam. We've agreed to make one for each other, and then we're going to start opening them in December. So I hope she likes what I've sent. I'm sure she will. Sure she will. So that's done and dusted. I've got to fess up now because I haven't made any progress on my Naya coat. That Hey June handmade. I've just not had time. And I think I've not been in the right frame of mind. But this week on my list is to get the lining cut out, get all the interfacing cut out, and get it all fused up to the various pattern pieces, at least. So if I can get that done and record it, because I'm trying to do a little bit of a sew along-ish vlog, so there'll be a bit of recording to do as well, which slows you down, doesn't it? But I'm going to get some of it done this week. And then the last thing that I was doing last week, I'm really enjoying, to be honest. Now, Sharon warned me when I bought this that it was addictive, and boy was she right. At the Stitch Show, I bought a cross-stitch kit. Just, oops, everything's falling out of the box. Grab the box and show you in case you've not seen it. That's the one I bought. How beautiful is that? So I've made a start on it. I've put it on a frame. Oop. Just tidy it up a bit. Not sure you're going to be able to see any sort of picture, but that's what I've done so far. I'm loving it. Now, the sections. Just let me grab the diagram. They're divided into pages, and I thought I was doing really well. All this blue is what I've done, so I've only got these little bits here and a few gaps here to fill in. And I thought, wow, that's page 1 done already. Are you ready to see page 2? Look at all that I've got to do on page 2. I don't think that's going to get done in just over a week, do you? We might be lucky to see it this side of Christmas. So that's page 2. Let's have a look at the others actually. So page 1 definitely lowered me into a sense of false security and making myself feel good. Page 3 again has got a huge amount of sewing to be done. And the same again on page 4. So it's very clever design, I think, that the first page only has that on it, and you think you're doing really well. But you know, made a start, and I'm happy with that. I'm enjoying it, and that's the main thing. And it gets me away from Shirley for a bit because she needs to rest every so often. So that's what I've been doing this week. So what shall I do next week then? Well, finish the open wide bag. That's got to be done because it's nearly there now. But I didn't want to start messing on the virtual sewing with the zip because I need to concentrate on that and get it right. But I am going to try and do that. Maybe this afternoon if I've got time, if not, definitely tomorrow. So finish the open wide. As I've already said, do some of the Naya coat. Not sure how much, but at least get the lining pieces cut out, the interfacing done and fused on. I also want to make another pair of the Sabrina Slims because I've got some more of the corded jersey. Hang on a sec and I'll grab it. So this is the colour that I've made the first pair in. And I've still got about half a metre, maybe a little bit more of it left. And I've then got this gorgeous burnt orange colour to make some in. Now I know that they fit and I'm happy with them. And then my plan is to make a toaster sweater, do a bit of colour blocking and have it done in both colours because I don't think there's enough to make a top out of one of them. There may be, we'll see. If not, I'm going to do it colour blocked and then I've got a top that I can wear with either or of the pair of bottoms. Bottoms. So that's what I'm planning to do this week. So, finished out and wide, bit of the Naya, Sabrina Slims, matching toaster. That's it. Because I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself this week. I'm trying to be a little bit calmer, a little bit more thoughtful with my sewing. And do a few other things as well. Because I have decided that I am going to do Vlogmas this year. It's my first year of vlogging and I'm going to give it a go. A lot of the others are saying they're not doing it this year, but you know, I feel like it's doable, so watch this space. So because of that, there won't be a vlog on Thursday because it will be a vlog overload. Because from Friday, I'll be doing a vlog a day. I'm hoping they're only going to be about a 15-minute vlog, but we'll see. Once I start chatting, there's no stopping me, is there? I'm going to try to keep it to 15 minutes and then I don't bore the heck out of you. So, what am I going to do for Vlogmas? Well, I've got my Fabric Godmother advent calendar that I'm going to be opening. And I'm going to be doing a full review of that calendar because there's been a bit of hoo-ha about it, about how poor it was last year and not value for money. So I'm going to open them every day and I'm going to go away, pause the vlog, go away, do a bit of pricing up of the item that I've opened. And we're going to do a running list of how much it would have cost me to purchase that item. And then at the end of the 24 days, we might do a weekly total and then we'll do one at the end of the 24 days, just out of interest to see whether it was worth the money that I paid for it, because this was an expensive calendar. It's £120. I know, I got a bit carried away really, but I'm hoping that I won't be disappointed. But it's done now, isn't it? And we'll open it together and it'll be great. I also got the 12 Days of Christmas Snag Tights calendar, which I'm going to be opening every other day. And then the lovely Sam Sequin Girly Sam is also sending me a homemade 12 Days of Christmas advent box. So I'll be doing the Fabric Godmother every day and then alternate days with the Snag Tights and Sam's little gift box that she's done for me. So there's lots of opening to do, isn't there? But what I thought I would do, rather than do it like a spend a day with me, because most of the days you'll be bored out of your mind. And also, in our house, the Hubster's birthday is on the 9th of December. So it's just always been an unwritten rule and fair dues. It's his birthday that we don't put any decks up until after the 9th. But what I thought I would do is decorate my dressing cum sewing room. So what we're going to do, this is the plan. I'm going to scour the internet and scour the YouTube and find some hopefully fairly simple, but you know me, I do get complicated. I'm going to try and keep it simple fabric decorations, and I'm going to do a decoration a day and put them up, and we'll see whether we can get the sewing room to look like Santa's grotto by the end of the 24 days. So I thought that might be quite nice to do, and it'll also give you some inspo and ideas of what you can make to decorate your house this season without having to break the bank. So that's the plan for my Vlogmas. I hope you'll be able to stick with me. People were saying yesterday that it got a bit much every day, and I get that, but I want to give it a try anyway. If you don't watch everyone, then don't watch everyone. That's absolutely fine. But you can binge watch them, can't you? Which is what I did last year, I think, with some of them. I just had a rainy Saturday, and I thought, oh, I'll watch like the last 7 days of Vlogmas. It was great. So watch if you want. If you don't, I won't be offended. Do not worry. But Christine's doing Vlogmas with a deck a day. One last thing before I go. I nearly forgot, and I don't know how, because I'm looking at these gorgeous earrings that I've got in. How beautiful are they? They've got little hearts on with lots of sparkles in, and I'm loving them. They're from Jazz and Wow, which is the shop on Etsy that is run by What Beck Sells, the lovely Becky. And I got a parcel off her, and I ordered these earrings, gorge, and a few other bits and bobs. Just show you what she sent me. Now I ordered these earrings, and then I ordered these daisy ones. How cute are they? I think they're going to be one of my cracker gifts, because every year I make handmade crackers for everybody, you know, as well as everything else that I do. But then I also got these earrings, and I got some more that I can't show you because they're a gift. So she sent me a little card, a little Jazz and Wow card, and Becky has said, Christine, thank you so much for your order. Slip some buttons in that I thought you might like, Bex. How kind of her to do that. I've only ever ordered off her once. This is the first order that I've ever placed. And she sent me these beautiful pink buttons. How gorgeous are they? So thanks very much, Becky. Really appreciate that. You didn't have to do it. And she also sent me 3 big sparkly ones. They're like, it's like snow, glittery snow made into a button. So I'm going to have a think what to use those for. Yeah, so I've got lots of buttons offered for free, which I really appreciate, Becky. So thank you. And thank you for the earrings. These ones I absolutely love, because I get my nails, false nails done. Look at those babies. Yes. And if you're like me and you get your false nails done, the things on the back, the butterfly thing that you've got to put on the back of your earring, forever dropping them, get stuck in the nail, can't get them on. It can take me 10 minutes to put one earring on. But just let's see if I can do this on camera. Take it out. So these, they've got a little heart on, and it's a silver hoop that's hinged. So in theory, she says, I should be able to get these on. Need a mirror, really. Oh, there we go. So that's gone through, and then all I have to do is that. These are my new everyday earrings, even though they're a bit sparkly. So I'm loving these, Becky, thanks. Please make some more with these hoops, and I'll be buying them off you because I think they're brilliant. So that's it. That really is it for today. I will also pop the link for Becky's Etsy shop if you want to go and have a look at what she's got on there. She's got some lovely buttons and some beautiful earrings. So I will see you on Friday for the start of Vlogmas. So get ready to make lots of fabric decks and open your advent calendar with me. If you've got the Fabric Godmother one, open it with me together. Let me know what you think in the comments of what we open every day, because I'd be interested to hear what other people think. And then we'll see whether it was value for money at the end of the 24 days. Take care, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye for now.